So this is going to be my 17 and 18 week pregnancy update. Let's just hop right into it. At 17 weeks, baby was the size of a pomegranate or a white onion, so about 5.1 inches long and weighed about 5 ounces. My cravings and aversions that week were Popeyes were a craving, chocolate was an aversion, chips were a craving, sour candy was also a craving, and my other cravings were chocolate milk, McChickens with french fries from McDonald's, and that's it. So not too many aversions that week. So I think it's safe to say that the second trimester has definitely been a little bit easier. They're actually a lot easier on me compared to the first, definitely. So my symptoms that week were chest acne, lower back / butt pain. The fatigue came back that week. I also had abdominal pain, cramps, and a lot of pressure. I had my boobs were hurting, but it was more like a burning pain sensation. And I did have a little bit of nausea and puking again, which sucked, but nothing too bad. I believe quickening started that week for me because that's the first week that I definitely felt for sure movement, which I will get into a little bit more later. I was still peeing a lot, still weepy, but a lot better mood-wise. And I did have a bit of a health problem, health scare at 17 weeks. That involved some blood in my urine, and I'll get into that too here in a second. But so just events for that week, definitely quickening was started. Feeling a lot of movement and kicks around 17 weeks and 5 days, so pretty much almost 18 weeks. But just right before 18 weeks is when I started to feel a lot of for sure movement, which was really awesome, and I could actually feel it against my hand, which was something that was new, because before I felt some flutters and stuff, but I could just feel it internally, but this I could definitely feel when I put my hand against my belly. So that was really fun. I had the skull theory done that week, and it said a boy. And I also had some shitty friend drama that week, which was not fun. And pretty much the only person that has vocalized any sort of negativity to me against my pregnancy or anything like that, which was really shitty and hurtful, especially because it came from somebody that I'm pretty close to, but I'm not going to get into the whole situation too specifically just because it was so personal and yeah, shitty, so it doesn't really need much attention anyways. But that's always not fun if you're pregnant and you have somebody tell you something really nasty about your pregnancy, that's never fun. So as far as that health scare with the blood in urine, so it was pretty scary at first when it happened, because I went pee and I wiped and I saw pink reddish blood, which I knew was never a good sign, and I freaked out right away and I checked again, and then I somehow figured out that it wasn't coming from my vagina, it was coming from my urethra, which was, still pretty alarming, because blood, in pregnancy is usually not a good sign, especially later, and especially when it's fresh blood like that, so that was pretty scary. I ended up going to the hospital for that, which I'm going to get into in my 18-week update, which I'm pretty much going to get into right now. But I did have a little bit of blood in urine at 17 weeks, so a little bit of spotting, but it was definitely from my urethra. So that was towards the end of 17 weeks. So now I'm going to get into my 18-week update, and then I'll explain more about that, because I was actually 18 weeks when I went to the hospital for that. So let's get into week 18 for me. And sorry if I haven't been including bump pictures and stuff like that, because I've been really behind on updates. So if I were to show you my bump right now, I'm technically right now 20 weeks. So if I showed you my bump right now, it would be off by 2-3 weeks. So I'm about to be caught up on my videos again, so you will be seeing my bump. And there wasn't really anything much to see before, but obviously we're getting further along there. It's starting to now, so I will definitely start including my bump in these updates. So let's get into week 18. So for 18 weeks, baby was the size of a sweet potato or a bell pepper, so about 5.6 inches long and weighed about 6.7 ounces. My cravings and aversions that week were, so I had, like the previous week, I only had one aversion, and that was soda that week. And all my cravings were Wendy's. I was starting to crave sweets a little bit more, but still off and on. Fetal cotton candy soda, and that's been like the only soda I really liked while being pregnant. I used to really like soda before, but now I don't, and this is the only one that I've actually craved and wanted and liked, which has been different for me. Ruffles cheddar and sour cream chips, Starbucks vanilla frappuccinos, the bottled ones, and peach sweet tea. That was really good. And I can't remember what brand it was, but I was getting it at Target. I think it was the Gold Peak brand. And my symptoms that week were lots of movement, so definitely feeling for sure movement. And that week, I'm pretty sure is when my boyfriend started to be able to feel movement on the outside too, which was super exciting and awesome for him and me, of course. So lots of movement, and I'll get into that more further into my update here. My appetite was back up, and I was starting to get cravings, having crazy vivid dreams, which were starting to get really disturbing and mess with my sleep, which wasn't fun. Lots of burping and indigestion, and a return of excess saliva, and some acne. So nothing too fun, but lots of crazy things happening that week. The craziest thing that happened that week, so as I was just talking about the blood in my urine, I did end up going to labor and delivery for that spotting, and I was 18 weeks and 1 day when I went to labor and delivery to get that checked out, and they checked my urine, and I didn't have a UTI, and then they checked my cervix too, and my cervix was perfect. She said it was long and high, or it was perfect. She said, and it was exactly the way it should be. I'm not exactly sure the different positions and the details of it, but she said it was perfect. So that was reassuring, and that was reassuring that the spotting wasn't coming from my cervix or my vagina, so baby was safe, and we heard the heartbeat on the Doppler, which was always fun and reassuring too. And she told me she looked at my NT results. I think she said they were fine, but I still hadn't gotten those yet. And then a couple days later, at 18 and 4 days, I had my midwife appointment, and she got my NT results, and they were negative. And they told me that, and then she said that they had found a cyst on one of my ovaries, but they weren't worried about it. They found that at my NT, but nothing worrisome, she said. And again, she wasn't sure where the bleeding was coming from. Apparently, I never had a UTI to begin with, which I thought I did, which was interesting to me because I thought I had before, because I'd been treated for one, but I actually didn't have one to begin with. It was just a precautionary thing. So this bleeding and blood in my urine is still unknown, and as far as you know, baby's healthy, and it has nothing to do with, well, I think it might be something that is pregnancy related, but has nothing to do with the baby, so that's good. And yeah, my appointment was awesome with my midwife, just talking about my NT. Well, actually my NT results hadn't come in yet for some reason, or they hadn't put together my NT scan result with my blood, my first trimester blood draw, and then she had to call the state to get that, and they said it was negative, so that was good. And I already showed you guys the pictures from my NT before when I got that, but I'll show you again because I think they're really cute pictures. So here's the first one. And then here's the other one. So I've shown you guys these already, and you can see that they're my thumbnail pictures too, but here's my little baby. I think those are pretty cute pictures, you know, just for how far along baby was at this point, about 13 weeks. It says on here 13 weeks and 5 days. I think that might have been right. And for old time's sake, here's the first one. So it's crazy to see how much they grow. Anyways, so, you know, that's the space that they check at the NT. And it was all good, so those was always good to hear positive results back from the test. And again, it was good that my cervix was fine, it wasn't bleeding or anything like that, but it's still worrisome about why I've been having this bleeding from my urethra without a UTI. So I'm supposed to go see a doctor for that and maybe a specialist, so, but they haven't scheduled me yet, so we'll see what's going on with that. But anyways, I will actually include I just got the sonoline Doppler, so I'm gonna let you guys listen to baby's heartbeat here in just a second. baby. Hi everyone. So thank you all again for watching my 17 and 18 week video. Like and subscribe, and I appreciate it so much. Thank you guys. So I'll see you for my next bump date, which will be 19 and 20 weeks, and I'll have brand new pictures for that and gender. So that'll be big awesome surprise. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching. Bye.